and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's online match of Comedy Sports Cincinnati. Woo! We're so excited to have you all at tonight's match. Now, please open your chat windows and welcome to the screen, tonight's referee. He put the legs in pant legs. It's Kirk DeSoleil-Keever.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Sports. Welcome to your home for virtual comedy, Comedy Sports Cincinnati. Whether you're tuning in for the first time, which is none of you, or you're a veteran of our live matches, which is one of you, we're glad you're here, and we're glad to have you with us tonight. Just as any sporting event, there are teams, there's a ref, there's points, there's fouls, and since we're virtual, we're adding a foul or two to our usual two. The first foul, of course, as you know, is the brown bag foul. A brown bag foul occurs when anyone on the screen or in the chat says anything lewd, crude, sexist, racist, phobic, or too soon. If a player commits this foul, they will have to wear a brown bag on their head that they have ready at their home, and their team loses a point. Just like that. If anyone on the chat commits the foul, they will be removed from the chat for the rest of the match. So let's keep it clean. Second foul in sports tonight is the groaner foul. A groaner foul occurs when anyone says something so punny, so inane, so dad jokey, it causes you to actually type the word groan into the chat. Announcer Mary, do you have an example of a groaner foul for tonight's match?
I do, Ref Kirk. What kind of garden does a baker have?
What kind of a garden does a baker have? I don't know.
A flower garden.
Oh, man. I heard one today. Can I share it?
Sure.
Thanks. What do you call an old snowman?
What?
Water. Those are groaner fouls, people. Should that occur, the offending player's team will lose 1 point. The third foul, newly added for the information age, is the TKO foul, or technical knockout foul. If a player forgets to unmute or turn their screen on when they're supposed to, they will be pulled from the rest of that game. A second infraction from the same player will result in an ejection from the match, and they will be replaced by a player from the bench. We have no one on the bench tonight. We're all on the screen. So if that happens, Tony, pull out a jersey is exactly what's going to happen there. I'm going to send it on back now to announcer Mary to introduce tonight's players.
All right. Well, first up, we have the Northern Kentucky Grass in Blue. She lives in the fantasy and sci-fi worlds of books. It's Dottie with Bread and Jansen. You may remember him from the Fast and Furious movies. He has seen them all. It's Duck August Sanchez. And your blue team captain. He was voted most likely to vibrate out of this reality. It's Chance Revolution Kilgore. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, show some love for the Cincinnati Big Machine in Red. She only kind of sure she's in the right Zoom. It's Kathy. Don't give me no lip. And he can't believe it's not butter. It's Anthony. I Shrunk the Kids, Salpiaz. And your captain for the red team, she colors once a day outside the line. It's Amanda. She works hard for the money hand. Now, please welcome back to the screen, Rapper.
Very good. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much, Mary. So now that everybody's here, let's get both captains on the screen, please. Captain Chance and Captain Amanda, welcome, welcome, welcome. Captains, do me a favor, shake across the ether. Similar shaking. Yay. 1 point for me. All right. Good deal. So guys, you can't flip Venmo. So, I'm going to have to ask you, instead of flipping a coin, I'm going to have to ask you guys to, come up with something of the other team's color that represents the other team for you. You have 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apparently, Chance believes that the red team has been bitten by a radioactive spider, while Amanda believes that the other team has been bitten by a radioactive salon artist. And Amanda, you win, clearly. So the red team wins. Amanda, what game would you like to play to start this match?
I would love to play Fast Facts.
I think that sounds like a really great idea. Ladies and gentlemen, for the game of Fast Facts, we're going to need a number of suggestions. So for all of our fans, all of our hundreds of fans in the chat tonight, we are so glad that you folks are here. Please start typing into the chat your suggestions. For example, something that you recently looked up on Wikipedia, or maybe a word that you heard someone use incorrectly, or how about a subject that you would like to learn more about? While our fans are doing that, let's get one player from each team on the screen. And who do we have here? We got Anthony and Dottie. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. Now, I'm going to give these players a topic, and Anthony is going to tell us a fact about that topic, and Dottie will follow that up with another fact. Play will continue back and forth until all the players from one team have been eliminated. And I'm imagining you furiously typing into the chat, how can they be eliminated? Well, that's a fair question. They can be eliminated if they say something that contradicts a fact that's already been established, something that I believe to be false, or if they hesitate. The last team with a player on the field gets 5 points for this round. And helping us keep track of the suggestions tonight, I am so glad, and you are so glad to have the help tonight of Flo Falk. Field Ref Flo, look in that chat section and give me a suggestion for Anthony and Dottie to give us fast facts about.
It's just a number of suggestions to choose from, but I am going for puff pastry.
Puff pastry, who said that?
I would love to know who said that. For some reason, I can't see who said that.
It's Lisa Kepke.
All right, it's Lisa.
Thanks,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Puff pastry. Anthony, we're going to start with you. Puff pastry, begin.
Puff pastry is made with 90% dough.
Puff pastry is something you should work on with cold hands.
Ding.
Puff pastry is something that if you roll, it makes you work out your anger.
Puff pastry has lots of butter, and that's why I like it.
Puff pastry has lots of sugar, and that's why I like it.
Puff pastry was named after Puff the Magic Dragon because it was his favorite snack.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Dottie. That is incorrect. We all know what Puff the Magic Dragon was named after, and Puff the Magic Dragon knows snacks. So, who is up next on the red team, or the blue team? Sorry. Look, it's Agus. Welcome, Agus. It was named after Puffy Combs. That is correct. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tony. Hey, Flo, what suggestion do we have for Agus and Anthony?
Well, Tony's giving us a TV trivia topic, the Munsters.
Ooh, the Munsters. I will be interested to see if either of these gentlemen has ever seen an episode of the Munsters, but we're about to find out. Agus, let's start with you.
Eddie Munster is a vampire in the Munsters.
That's very true. Ding. Sorry.
The Munsters is black and white because it was made in the 50s.
I am so sorry, Anthony. The Munsters is from the 60s. Yeah. Nice try, but we're all laughing at you behind your back. Hey, look, Cassie has joined us. Hi, Cassie. Very good. Flo, look in that chat there and give us something for Cassie and August to enlighten us on.
All right. From Jenny, we have something out of this world, UFOs.
Ooh, UFOs. Cassie, enlighten us.
UFO stands for Uniform Feathers Octopus.
UFO in Spanish is ovni.
UFO in English is UFO.
There's many UFO sightings in Oxnard, California.
I once lived in a UFO.
She was kicked out of that UFO.
I was also kicked out of Cincinnati.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Cassie, you were kicked out of Covington. But thanks so much. And that's even worse. So, who do we have left on the red team? Look, it's Amanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flo. What have you got for Amanda and August to teach us?
From one of our favorite fans, Lisa, octopus documentary.
Ooh, octopus documentary. I am fascinated to know more about this. Amanda, you got August to deal with. He's on a roll. Let's see what you can do.
All octopus documentaries from 2020 onward are filmed in 4K HD.
Jack Cousteau had the first idea to make a documentary on octopuses.
Octopi have 8 legs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. We have recently learned that octopodes or octopuses is the correct plural. Octopi is not. And that is the last red player. That's my bad. We didn't get to hear from the last blue player, but that means 5 points goes to the blue team. Stop crying, Chance. You won. Announcer Mary, what does that bring our score to?
Well, sorry, doing all the things here, all the magic behind the scenes. Well, you know what that score is. You know it. It is 5 big points for the Cincinnati, not for the Cincinnati, for the Northern Kentucky Grass. Why is my mouse not working? For the Northern Kentucky Grass and Blue, and 0 for the red team. Back to you, Ref Kirk.
And
I'll get my technical difficulties working.
Thanks very much. 1 point for me, and -1 points for Mary's mouse. Good deal. Let's get Captain Amanda to the field, please.
All right.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your team could have done better that round.
I know. I feel like I let them down.
I got you, though. I'm going to give you a chance
Okay.
to come back from this. I'm going to let you play the game of your choice. What's that going to be?
Ooh, I would like to play dumbbell races.
Would ya?
Yeah, I
Well,
think I'm in the mood.
Go and get your team ready, and I will talk to our fans about the game of dumbbell races. For the game of dumbbell races, we're going to need some questions. So let's keep it simple. What's a question that someone asked you today? Or how about this? How about a question that you asked someone else today? Any questions at all, but let's avoid yes or no questions. So throw any questions other than yes or no questions into the chat, and I'll let you know how the game is played. We got 3 contestants tonight who could not make it onto Jeopardy, even if it was being played in Dumbville. The first contestant to win 3 rounds with the dumbest answer wins the game. With that in mind, let's meet tonight's contestant. Let's bring the contestants to the screen, please.
De la computadora, me lo llevé.
Good deal. And so we have, I'm going to ask you folks to introduce yourselves and let us know what your buzzer sound is. Let's start with the Girl Scout.
My buzzer sound is cookies.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, Girl Scout.
Well, I'm part of troop number 457, Buy our cookies.
Sure. Great. And Kyle from California.
Hey, I'm Kyle. I'm from California.
I think that's all we needed to know, Kyle, except we do need to know what your buzzer sound is.
My buzzer sound is dude.
Great. And then we have Janet. Hi, Janet.
Hello, I'm Janet.
Mhm.
I am a theater major.
Oh, okay.
I am studying as an actor, a director, a writer, and an orator.
Great. So many tours. You could be Natalie Imbruglia. Very good. So let's Flo, let's get some questions.
Would you like to know my buzzer?
Oh, I would. I would very much like to know your buzzer sound.
Hark!
Okay. Great. Flo, what's the first question for our team, our panel?
Well, from over on YouTube, Molly would like to know, do you have any book recommendations?
Ooh, we're looking for book recommendations. We any buzzer sounds?
Dude,
Yes, sir, Kyle.
I've been digging the nonfiction lately, so I would totally recommend the Percy Jackson and the Olympians. That's where they got the freaking Olympics from.
Okay. Thanks, Kyle. Any other buzzers? All right.
Hark!
Oh, hark. Okay. Janet?
Hark!
Yes, Janet.
I would just like to recommend actually not a book, but a play. My favorite play, Streetcar Named Desire.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Janet. Any other buzzers? I'm going to give that one to Kyle. Kyle, that's 1 point for you. Flo, what's our next question?
Next question from Tony. He has the burning question, why does the U.S. still use imperial measurements?
Ooh, good question. Why does the U.S. still use imperial measurements? Buzzers?
Cookies.
Yes, Girl Scout.
Well, the US still uses imperial measurements because that's the only way to accurately fathom how many cookies I eat in a day. The metric system it can't count it.
I think that's fair. Any other buzzers? That's not a buzzer. Kyle.
Because like in the Star Wars world, that mad dog Emperor Palpatine, he just never died, and like the Earth's a Death Star.
Yes. Any other buzzers?
Hark!
Janet?
Simply to offend the Queen, I'm sure.
I think that's probably a little too close to right. Let's give that dumb answer to the Girl Scout. One for Anthony, one for the Girl Scout. Flo, what do we got?
We have a burning question from Tom Long on YouTube. What is the most romantic way to propose marriage?
Ooh, somebody's got some plans. The most romantic way to propose marriage. Buzzers?
Cookies.
Yes. Girl Scout?
You get down on one knee with a cookie in your hand and be like, will you buy my cookies? Especially because my fiance was diabetic. It's a perfect way.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Cool. Any other buzzers?
Hark!
Janet?
I enjoy a good prank. I think pranking your betrothed into thinking that you actually do not want to marry them, but then hiring some local actors to set it up as if you not only don't want to marry them, but you don't want to be with them at all. And then right when they're about to cry, you have me come out and I'll say, surprise! He loves you! He wants to marry you!
That sounds great. I'm not sure you understand what a prank is. Kyle, anything?
Yeah. 2 words. Fortune cookie.
Ooh, and that's 2 for Kyle, 1 for Girl Scout. What do we have next, Flo?
Well, we have Lisa looking for some puppy training advice. How to divert our new puppy from chewing on shoes.
Ooh, stopping the puppy from chewing on shoes. Any buzzers?
Dude,
Yeah,
you better
Kyle.
show 'em you're the alpha, so you chew on those shoes first.
I think we're done there. That's 3 points for Kyle. Kyle, you've won this round of dumbbell races. Congratulations.
Bravo.
Very good. All right, then. Let's get Captain Chance to the screen, please. Hey, Chance.
Hey, Kirk.
How are you?
Oh, living the dream.
You know, you just saw a good game of dumbbell races.
It was pretty
I
amazing.
need you to come up with something to fight that with.
I got it.
Do you?
Genre replay.
Genre replay. Very good. Get your team ready while I talk to the fans for the game of genre replay. The first thing we're going to need is a suggestion, obviously. So start typing into the chat an item that costs around $84. Put your thing in caps on there. Once we have that suggestion, we'll see a quick 1-minute scene based on that suggestion. So while you folks are thinking about that, I will let you know that we're going to see a 1-minute setup scene. And as you may have guessed, we're also going to need some genres in there. So start in addition to those suggestions for the $84 items, start typing some genres, some TV shows, some literature types, genres, theater genres, music, different types of music. Start throwing those out there. So the very first thing we've got, Flo, is our suggestion for the scene. And what's that going to be?
Well, we have someone that recently purchased a Fitbit. That would be Tom.
A Fitbit. A Fitbit costs around $84. Sounds about right to me. Fitbit is your suggestion, Northern Kentucky, and your setup scene for genre replay. Are you ready? Very good. Let's see that 1-minute setup scene. Begin.
Oh, I can't run anymore, Coach. I can't do it.
You got to keep up with me, son. If I can do it at 103, you can do it at 16.
Daniel, quit showing off. Quit showing off.
Daniel's gonna beat you. Daniel, you're doing a good job there.
I haven't broken a sweat yet.
I know, you're very dry, and it's frankly kind of upsetting.
I'm getting some water.
No, Coach, Dad, come back. Daniel.
What did you have for breakfast today?
I had several pancakes.
I told you for breakfast only proteins, man.
Okay, all right. I'll drink that protein shake you wanted me to drink.
And that's time. Very good. All right, there's your 1-minute setup scene, folks. So Flo, we are going to need to see. We're going to need to get 3 styles to have that replayed in. So tell us what those 3 styles are going to be.
Wow, so many to choose from.
They've done a great job of filling in that chat.
Yeah, paranormal romance.
Paranormal romance.
A travel documentary.
Travel documentary.
And let's go for some rock and roll.
Rock and or roll. Very good. Chance, travel documentary, paranormal romance, rock and or roll.
We're gonna go.
What are we to see first?
Paranormal romance first.
Paranormal romance. Very good. Let's see that same scene done in paranormal romance. Begin.
Vampire Dad, I can't stare longingly at you anymore.
Vampire son, it is time for you to journey outside our enclave.
No. The slow motion werewolf is out there.
I have faith in you. You can best the slow motion werewolf.
Vampire Dad, you know that vampires and slow motion werewolves don't get along, but my goodness, this one is certainly sexy.
I'm gonna go get some blood to help you.
No, don't leave me alone with him. I'm afraid I'll get lost in his eyes.
Don't worry, I won't take off my shirt. But come with me, and I'll show you a new world.
No, no, no. You don't want to touch me. My skin is as cold as ice and yours hot as fire.
Son, do not be distracted by the beautiful werewolf.
Look, now is the time that I'm going to run away with you and give up blood. From now on, I'm only drinking true blood.
Oh, I think we've seen enough of that. Yeah, thanks. Very good. We're going to call that time. Good deal. Chance, what style are we going to see that in next?
Travel documentary.
Travel documentary. So we're all looking forward to that. Travel documentary. Second replay. Begin.
The year was 2009, and the boy and his father had run nearly all the way across the country, stopping in New Mexico. Father, I can't run. I don't know what to do.
Son, you must embrace the journey. It is all about the journey and not the destination, the father said.
Letter from March 1991. Dearest son, one day when you're old enough, we will run across the country, and your brother will run faster than you. Always, Coach Dad.
Okay, we're ready. Is my microphone working? I'm pretty sure that's how everybody remembered, but it was different. I remember I was the fastest there, and it was because I was eating properly and they weren't. But that's the way I remember it.
I'm gonna go get the video.
At the time, there was some animosity between the two brothers. They had a great anger for one another because of a dispute due to protein shakes.
He was jealous of me. I mean, I was fastest line, and he was very jealous of me. That's a fact.
I gotta admit, these things are really gross.
Video proves his point.
You're not gonna believe the video over me.
And that's time. Good deal. We got one more style to see, and if I remember correctly, I don't.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll it is. Rock and roll it is. Begin.
Hey, Coach. I'm tired of shredding this guitar. My fingers are bleeding.
It's all about the art, son. It's all about the art. You got to get past the bleeding fingers to really get the music in your soul.
All right, here we go. Oh, man. The bassist is shredding harder than me. That makes me look awful.
It's practice, son. You just gotta push your way through it.
Hey, I told you you have to practice every day. Every morning I'm out there and you're not.
Okay, but dude, bass is way easier than guitar.
Try slapping. Look at that, man. Look at those
Calluses are so impressive and mine are inadequate.
I'm gonna go get you some Neosporin.
Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. You listen up here. I'm not gonna play right here with you, you bassist. Down, 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 down.
That's what I want for the World Tour. Let's go.
Now, taste this protein-infused guitar solo.
And that's time. All right, folks, you now have the unenviable task in the chat there of deciding which game you liked better in that round. You just saw the blue team play their game of genre replay. You saw Cincinnati, Big Machine, play their game of dumbbell races. Type red or blue in the chat. If somebody would take a look over on YouTube as well, that would be great. And while you're voting, I'm going to give you some information about a special announcement that we have. As part of Cincinnati Landmark Productions Summer Camp Series, this summer, Comedy Sports Cincinnati will be teaching 4 one-week improv camps starting the week of July 12th. The camps will be divided into 2 age groups, ages 8 through 10 and ages 11 through 14. Every camp week will end with a camp showcase exclusively for friends and family. If you want more information or to sign up, you can check out our Facebook page or visit madcapeducationcenter.com. madcapeducationcenter.com. That's it for voting. Announcer Mary, who won that round and what does that bring our score to?
Well, with the votes coming in, the red team won, and that makes it a tie game.
Wow.
Back to you, Ref Kirk.
Very good. Thanks so much, Mary. You're knocking it out of the park tonight. Look, it's a sports reference. Now it's time for the Ref Challenge round. I want to challenge everybody in the match tonight to the game of Right Hat Randy. Let's get all the players on the screen. For the game of Right Hat Randy, we're going to need a whole bunch of suggestions, just like we are for everything tonight. So start typing into the chat some names of singers, bands, playwrights, authors, actors, directors. Also, how about some problems you need solved, or maybe a how-to that you might Google? While you're doing that, I'll explain the game. The players are going to take your suggestions as categories. They will then, one at a time, give us some things that fit into those categories. If any player repeats something that's already been said, or hesitates, or gives us something that doesn't fit the category, or just fails to make any sense, they will lose their hat, but they need that hat to stay in the game. They lose their hat, they are out of there, eliminated. Team with the last player on the field gets 5 big points for this round. Field Ref Flo, give us our first category.
Our first category tonight is Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Diana Ross and the Supremes. Very good. And I will be looking for specifically Diana Ross and the Supremes, not just Diana Ross things. So players, begin.
Diana Ross and the Supremes were the early incarnation of disco by ladies.
So this is not fast facts. This is categories. So we need something in the category of Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Okay. Ladies.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Continue.
Motown.
Yes.
Dance moves.
Okay.
Diana Ross.
I'll take it. I'm not sure who gave us Diana Ross and the Supremes. Lisa Kepke. You
That would
stumped
be
them.
Lisa.
Who was next? I'm sorry.
You Can't Hurry Love.
Thank you.
That is one.
Harmonies.
Sure.
Stop in the Name of Love.
Yes.
Before You Break My Heart.
Nope. Not actually. It is a lyric. It's not a song. Chance, you are out of there. Flo, what's our next category? And a reminder, these are categories.
These are categories. So I think we'll pull it back just a little bit there and go for the suggestion from Jenny, American history.
American history from Jenny. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. I'm going to give you 20th century American history. Begin.
World War II.
The Civil Rights Movement.
The Vietnam War.
The TV show Friends.
The Korean War.
The JFK assassination.
Oh my.
The First World War.
No more wars.
Martin,
I'm sorry, what?
Martin Luther King.
Elvis Presley.
I'm sorry, who?
Elvis Presley.
Okay, I thought you said Alfred Presley. Continue.
Women get the vote.
The Great Depression.
It was the mediocre one at best.
The Great Recession.
The assassination of Bobby Kennedy.
The introduction of disco.
Oh, I think we're sticking. I think I'm gonna have to call that one. I'm sorry. It's really a dark moment. Yeah, we talked about the Vietnam War, but disco's crossing the line, buddy. Sorry. What else we got, Flo?
Well, I'm going to use a suggestion from Sarah.
Okay.
She typed it multiple times over on YouTube, Survivor. So let's make this category the reality show Survivor.
I think that's fair. Not the Destiny's Child song. I hope I got that right. Survivor, and let's start with Dottie.
Campfires.
A conch shell.
Who can run the fastest?
Elimination.
Voted off.
Voted in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. You don't get voted in. You get cast, and then you get voted off. That's how that works. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Amanda. Ooh, we're down to one player on the red team, two on the blue team.
Yeah.
Let's tighten this up. We need some tight categories there, Flo. What do we got?
All right, I've got one for you from Odd Header. Arcade games.
Arcade games, and I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit by saying these are arcade games that you could at one point put a quarter in.
Ooh.
And we're gonna start with Agus.
Mortal Kombat!
Yes, indeed.
Brawn.
Pac-Man.
Junior.
I'm sorry. I know you weren't muted, Agus, but we couldn't hear you.
Donkey Kong Junior.
Pac-Man.
Actually, Cassie just said Pac-Man.
Ooh.
Dottie, that's a repeat. You are out of there. Ooh, we are down to the big fight between Cassie and Agus. Flo, what do you got?
Well, I think we're going to wrap this up with an interesting food category from Molly, sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries. The category is sweet potato fries. It's going to be a tough one to call, but I'm here for it. Who wants to go first? Cassie, begin.
Waffle-shaped sweet potato fries.
Delicious.
Crinkle-cut sweet potato fries.
Carbohydrate.
Shoestring sweet potato fries.
Curly sweet potato fries.
What kind? Curly?
Curly.
Okay, I'll take it.
Hash brown sweet potato fries.
Ew. Cassie, no. Bad Cassie. Hash brown sweet potatoes. Ew. The red team is out. That means 5 big points go to the blue team again. Bringing our score to what, Announcer Mary?
Well, that means the blue team now has 10 points and the red team has 5, but it's still anybody's game.
It is
Back to you, Ref
still
Kirk.
anybody's game. Oh gosh, there we go. Now I did a thing. Okay. So it's, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's time for our final round. Let's get all the players on the field for the game of I know what we're playing. Somebody say it.
Slogan.
Slogans.
Slogans. Thank you for the game of slogans. I need you folks to put some actual products into the chat because what they're going to do, what the players are going to do, is give us the slogans that didn't quite make the ad campaign. For example, Heath bars, because dentists need work too. While you are throwing some things into the chat, I'm going to let you know that this is a groaner achievement round. So anybody that does any groaners, that's totally fine. And if they give us a good one, they get a point. If I am harsh and say that it's not a good one, which isn't likely to happen, let's be fair, they won't get a point for that round. So, Flo, what do we got for our first round of slogans?
Well, the ever-present FedEx from Tony.
Tony has said FedEx. Let's see your objects, folks. Begin. Oh, yes, Agus.
FedEx, you'll be wondering, when is it going to arrive?
Cassie?
FedEx, $30 for ground shipping. I'll get that myself.
Chance?
FedEx? I fed him an hour ago.
Amanda?
FedEx? You're breaking up with me?
Very good. Flo, what do we have next?
All right, we're going to move right along from odd header, Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. There we go. Hot Wheels. Dottie.
Hot Wheels, so your brothers can use the tracks and hit you.
Agus.
Hot Wheels, we sell a lot because you lose them a lot.
Anthony.
Hot Wheels, because Matchbox didn't make you think about fire enough.
Amanda.
Hot Wheels, the little tiny cars that aren't stolen.
Cassie.
Hot Wheels, the car anyone can afford.
Yes. Good deal. Agus.
Hot Wheels, they're not hot, but they'll go crooked very soon.
Very good. Let's switch it up. Flo, what do we got?
All right, we're moving on with Molly's suggestion of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, Diet Dr. Pepper. Love it. What do we have, guys? Cassie.
Diet Dr. Pepper, because the regular kind didn't taste enough like medicine.
Chance.
Don't go crazy for Diet Dr. Pepper. Aspartame yourself.
Oh.
Dottie.
Diet Dr. Pepper, because Diet Dr. Salt doesn't have enough syllables.
Agus.
Diet Dr. Pepper, because even though I still want to visit the president, I still got to go to the bathroom a lot.
I don't understand that, but Amanda.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Watch the pounds shed and fall to the floor. The same floor where we collected the liquid from the drainage and that we bottled to give you Diet Dr. Pepper.
Thank you. Cassie?
Diet Dr. Pepper, because I'm all but dissertained for my PhD.
Chance?
Diet Dr. Pepper, making the one weapon that Diet Mr. Pibb's mom has when telling him that he should succeed more.
Whoa, get us out of this.
All right. Tony would love to hear some slogans for Bic pens.
Bic pens. Bic pens. Dottie.
Because quick pens just didn't sound right.
Anthony, you had a hat up?
Bic pens for Bic boys.
I'll take that. Cassie.
Big pens, because we also make lighters, and somehow these two should go together.
Agus.
Big pants. I know you keep shaking it. That's not going to help.
Chance.
Pick Bic, or it'll make you sick.
And that's time. Ladies and gentlemen, while announcer Mary is tallying up that final score. Nope, that's yeah, that is what I wanted to say. Sorry. While announcer Mary is tallying up that final score, we want to thank all of you folks for joining us tonight at our online match from Comedy Sports Cincinnati. We've had a great time, and we hope you have too. You can follow us at Comedy Sports Cincinnati on Facebook. Or you can look up our producers OTR Improv on Facebook and Instagram, and make sure you know all about our upcoming projects, including about when we will be resuming live shows and matches. Look, we're all excited to have you guys here tonight at tonight's match, and special thanks to those of you who helped us out by buying a ticket when registering. If you'd like to help us cover ongoing expenses by leaving a tip for Comedy Sports and our producers OTR Improv, you can do that via PayPal, online, or on the app. Our handle is hello@otrimprov.com. Now then, Mary, have you tallied up that final score?
I have, Ref Kirk. So going into the final round, the score was 5 for the red team and 10 for the blue team. After tallying that last score, are you guys ready? Oh my gosh, so much excitement. With a final score of 21-15, our winners tonight are the blue team.
Yeah!
Let's hear it for tonight's Comedy Sports players. We need to say good night to the red team, Cassie Lip, Anthony Dalpiez, and Captain Amanda Moneyham. But we say congratulations to Dottie Jansen, Agus Sanchez, and the blue team's captain, Chance Kilgore. We also have our referee, the original OG, Kirk Evert. Flo Folk has been our field ref, and I'm your announcer, Mary Pitts. A couple of notes before we sign off. As part of Cincinnati Landmarks Productions Summer Camp Series, this summer, Comedy Sports Cincinnati will be teaching 4 one-week improv camps starting the week of July 2nd. The camps will be divided into 2 age groups, ages 8 to 10 and ages 11 to 14. Every camp week will end with a camp showcase exclusively for friends and family. If you want more information or to sign up, you can check out our Facebook page, or you can visit madcapeducationcenter.com. Also, Comedy Sports Cincinnati will be producing live online matches on Monday nights for the foreseeable future. Just search for us on Comedy Sports Cincinnati on Facebook to join, and that's Comedy Sports with a Z. And we'd love to put together a special online offering for your family or virtual group. Let us know how we can help. Thank you, and good night. Tell your friends to come next Monday. Woo!